we are back for another, I guess you could call it a planner chit chat. So I was talking about some different planners in the last video, and I wanted to talk a little bit about these right here because I shared that one yesterday. Something I'm planning on doing is doing a live video, and in that live video I might talk about watercolors or go through all of my traveler's notebooks that I have that are in use and not in use. I think that could take up a good hour of time. So let's see. Let's talk about this one first. This is my blue traveler's notebook. It's the newer blue. That's the really fuzzy suede one. It's not the Pan Am. I have two Pan Am, and this is the newer one, which is much, you can see, suedier and fuzzier. Make sure I'm in the center of the screen. Yeah, I think I am. Sorry, I have my disinfectant wipes here. Very glad we were able to get a 2 4-packs of those a couple of weeks ago because I guess you can't get them anymore. So this did have like a journal in it, but I decided to move because it's soft and fuzzy like this. I kind of like the feel of it. So I decided to put my YouTube planner in it. And I haven't really updated my March that much because like I had a video go up yesterday, and I even filmed, and I'm filming right now, and I have a YouTube live scheduled because I've been busy doing stuff. We just got notice that the universities that I teach at, all of our courses through the end of April are now online. So I've been having to figure out a way to do all of that stuff. And so I guess Saturday and Sunday, I'm going to spend most of my time doing that. We're supposed to have a symphony orchestra meeting on Friday in the evening. And so all of my work through the end of April with the symphony has been canceled. All of our education stuff, all of our concerts, rehearsals, the opera, the final opera has been canceled. Some education concerts have been canceled. So other than the little bit of teaching I do adjunct at 2 universities, I'm the sole breadwinner of the family because my husband was let go from his job at the end of January. The governor of the state of Oklahoma has merged. He was a clerk for the DA, and he was also a like a witness advocate. So he did paperwork, he did some billing, he worked with children. He has a certification in elementary education and in especially with special needs children. What happened is he merged departments, and he was the only one doing what he did here in the city of Tulsa. But with everything going on, he was the newest hiree, even though he'd been there for almost 5 years working for the city and state. So he's the first to go. The only problem is there was no one left doing his job in Tulsa, but there were more people in Oklahoma City. And so So he's been on unemployment, and we have that coming. But I worry that I might not be able to apply for unemployment due to the fact that I am a considered like an independent contractor. All of my work is part-time per contract per year. So when my teaching ends at the end of April, when I get my paycheck in March and my paycheck in April, I will then be considered unemployed. But because I'm an independent contractor, I can't file for unemployment. It's it's a mess, and it's quite a mess. So we're having to think about those concerns and issues as well. So I was taking some notes in my YouTube planner, and like these are videos that I've already done. This is one that I wanted to do that I haven't done yet. This is one that I haven't done. What I'm wondering, are there some files that you guys might want? I've been going through all of my Peaky Dory design inserts, and I've been trying to find ways to make them all undated. So that way, if you who are watching need access to a calendar and can't find one, I'm wanting to find a way to make them all available free through a Dropbox folder. And I'm thinking like all of the sizes I've made in the past: micro, passport, pocket, A6, personal, B6, B6 slim, TN standard, half letter, A5, and like letter paper, meaning this is one page. I'm also thinking maybe of including like some basic files, some grid, some dot grid, some lined. There are other resources, but these are just, a few. And like some of them in these sizes, I have month on 2 pages, week on 1 page, week on 2 page, miscellaneous. And with those, I was going to remove all of the months, so that way you can choose to make it a Sunday or a Monday start, however you see fit. So I'm in the process of looking at my computer files and figuring out how to do that. I did want to do a video on these stencils. Maybe that can be a live video that I do next week. But I don't know if you're going to be able to find them, so that would be kind of silly and pointless. I got them at Target in the dollar spot, so I wanted to do a whole video on like just the passport, because it's something that I use. That's a field note size, but here's my passport I'm using right now. It's quite chunky. Just talking about passports. I've got some Midori MD paper, A4 size that's blank, that I want to turn into inserts for myself. Here we are. Planner Chitchat. So there were some things that I was thinking about with all of this stuff that is going on. So something that I've been in the process of preparing for my husband and myself is creating like an emergency preparedness card, which would have our name, like my name, my phone number, my spouse's name, his phone number, checking account and routing numbers, so that way you have it on your person, savings account and routing numbers, family phone numbers for like, your mom and dad of your spouse, a brother or sister, your parents, anything, medications you're taking, because my husband takes quite a few medications that I, for the life of me, have no idea what they are or what they do. If you have any allergies, I'm thinking that might be a good thing to carry. Maybe print it on like a thick cardstock, make it double-sided, maybe even laminate it if you can. But I was thinking that might be something that would be nice to have. Let's see. So, oh, some things that I've been thinking is, set up a new planner. Give yourself something creative to do. Create an insert for keeping track of everything that you do. Keep recipes that you make. Keep track of, how you're feeling. Do you have a project that you have been wanting to do, but you haven't had the time for? This could be the time to be, proactive in getting that completed. Read a book that you've been putting off. Something that's been happening is the Metropolitan Opera has been having nightly live performances on their webpage. The Berlin Philharmonic has released a lot of their video content to watch them live. Many museums throughout the world are now offering free virtual little tours of them, which is good. The New York City Library, the New York Public Library, has made 300,000 books available for electronic reading. If you've got like an e-reader, make your own art. I was thinking, for the last 5 years, I've stored all of these art supplies, and now's the time to use them because I can. Are you a musician? Is there a new piece that you've been wanting to learn? Is there a book you've been wanting to write? Now might be a good time to put a little bit of energy. Do you want to plan a recital of new music? Start learning that new music, or do you want to plan a recital of familiar favorites? Pull those out, refresh them. With us as musicians, we are able to teach thanks to these devices and computers, lessons online. How about your health? We have a treadmill. We're going to start up a rotor of at least starting for 15 minutes a day. 15 minutes is better than none. Start walking on the treadmill. We have yoga balls. We've got our Pilates balls. We have, Pilates noodles, and we've got those stretchy bands, and we've got DVDs of yoga lessons that we're gonna get doing and try to do something every day. So even if the only time we go out is to take the puppy to potties, at least we're doing something. So that's kind of what I've been doing in here. Here's another one that's blank, all ready to go. And I thought, since I was using one of my blue notebooks, to use my Pan Am zipper pouch. I don't have anything in it right now other than a couple of elastics, but I thought I might need it for something. But while going through some of my inserts, I did discover my old Jane Davenport Traveler's Notebook. This is the one with the girl and the butterfly, like, neck or necklace or whatever you want to call that. And this is a beautiful, beautiful notebook. I'm very glad I still have this. And then the inside is just white. But I do have a few inserts in here. Like, I went hog wild and bought all of the Jane Davenport stuff when it came out. And so I've got all of these little samples here. The ones, I'm not a very big fan of these glitzy pens because, look at that, glitter everywhere. Those are the only ones I wish I didn't get. They're beautiful colors, but glitter everywhere. Those kind of bled when I colored on the other side. And these ones are glittery too. Here are some of the acrylic paints. And I love her acrylic paints because they're quite nice and matte. And I'm going to use these. I've been hoarding them. And I've just, done, there's some samples of different pens and blushes. These are the different stencils, watercolors. Let's see. These were the mermaid palette. This is the naturals, or the neutrals. This is the brights palette. The washi tape, which I have since used and no longer have. These are the the crayon pastels. I'm not a very big fan of those. These are the markers that she had, the alcohol markers, which I'm not a very big fan of. They like gunked up really quick. Here are the different pastels and the different washi tapes. These are those lipstick looking things. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I guess there's 24 of them. Some more of the washi tape. And that's a bunch of the different materials. Here's some more. And I was in the process of just doing some silliness on these. And so I've got some faces that I can do stuff with. Some blank pages. One of the little doodles I did. I guess I just taped that in. I drew the eyes, but these are stencils. These are some of the stamps. These are some Cocoa Daisy stamps. These are the watercolors. And these are James Davenport, good Lord, John. James Burke. He kind of did something very similar, but with guys, which I'm glad I have. And so this is just an insert of watercolor paper. Excuse me. That I stitched an insert. And then I drew a little birdie that I want to do some paint stuff with. A couple of the clouds. And I've just got some little swatches here of some stuff. And then here on this is a collection of, this is the watercolor paper by Jane Davenport. And then these are the marker pages. And they just come individually. And you can make them into an insert or rip them in half, or like you can see, just do what you want with them. And then these are her little pockets. So this is something that I've been wanting to play with, and I think I might use. I want to get out all of my watercolors tomorrow, and I want to do all of the swatches of all of them, and I think that would be a good thing for a live video maybe, or maybe not. Maybe leave a comment down below. Do you want to see all of my TNs, or do you want to see watercolors? Let me know. So there's that. And then the other thing I have is, this is a Foxy Fix. It is a thyme spice. It's in the, as you can see here, the field note size. And I even got this cute little from one of my field note orders a while ago. I have my Paper and Cats monthly calendar. This one is a Sunday start I asked for because that was what my mother and my mother-in-law prefer. Actually, my mother-in-law prefers. So we created that for her. And then I have the week on a page with grid, undated, so I can start it whenever I want to. I have a, I had a Field Note subscription for a while, and this was the last stuff that came. The Acadia Park one, and the ones that say Oklahoma. And this is one from like 4 years ago. It's the, I think, 3 Rivers or something like that. Three Rivers, maybe. I thought it would say down here. It doesn't. Two Rivers, sorry. Two Rivers, limited edition of 25,000 packs. Ooh, spring 2015. Okay, it's even older than I thought. 2015 is when I got these. And then I have in here, this is a insert that I got last year from Bree at Documented Journey. And it has, like this is multimedia paper. It also has some Tomoe River paper in there. It has a good mix of that. And I think I did some samples in here, some swatches. Yeah, I did some swatches of some different inks that one of my friend Danny has. And so I just stick this in the crisscross pockets. That's one thing that's really nice about the Foxy Fix, like that have the crisscross pocket, is they act like a folio. So you can put that there and, you know, keep your notebook nice and chunky. So there's that. I think that's really all that I have, because I have so many things that I'm in the process of going through. Like, this has all of my Jane Davenport pen type things that I don't want to leak on anything, except for my mermaid markers. Those I keep upright, like Romany said she does, because they go everywhere. And they're beautiful supply, but they're so messy. And then I have this beautiful blue Jeffree Star Cosmetics bag, and in it I keep a lot of my like here's a whole set, a complete set of the Artist Loft Pigma Micron pens, like my second set if something goes wrong with my others. I've got a bunch of gel pens and a bunch of that type of stuff that I use for bullet journaling. I don't think I have anything in this book. No, nothing in there. So, yeah. So, that's really about all I have for today. Let me know. Do you want to see all of my TNs? And even I've sorted them where I have ones I want to keep and ones I definitely don't want to keep anymore. And I can go through every single one of those if you want to see that. So leave a comment down below. Let me know what you want to see. It'll give me something to do, and it'll give you something to watch at a later date and at a later time. I hope that everyone is well. I hope that everyone is safe. I hope you have all that you need right now, because it's definitely a unique time in the world, and it's kind of ironic. During the month of February, I had 2 days off, February 2nd and February 29th. And I kept saying, oh, I can't wait for spring break. I can't wait for spring break. I can't wait for spring break. Well, now it's spring break and I can't really leave the house. So, you know, I kept saying, you know, oh, I need some downtime. I need some downtime. And this kind of feels like downtime. But, you know, we've cleaned out all of the cupboards in the kitchen, and, you know, we've gotten rid of things that we were like, why do we have this? Some things that we'll never use, that we never use, that I've had in boxes when I moved into this apartment, you know, 15 years ago, come this June, July. You know, it's it's kind of amazing what you find you have that you're like, huh, why do I have that? We cleared out our, not cleared out, but, you know, got rid of anything that had gone bad in the bathroom pantry or the bathroom closet. Something that I want to do next is I want to go through, you know, all of our art supplies that I have. I want to go through all of my TNs, which I kind of have, but that'd be something I want to share with you. I want to go through our closets and, you know, really take a look at all of the stuff. Just it's giving us time to KonMari. That's really what it is doing. So I just love this notebook. I have this leather in the passport size, the personal size, and this size, the number 2 or the pocket size. I did have it in the number 0 size, but I have parted with most of those number zeros, and I pulled it out and I'm like, oh well, I'll get rid of that. I'm like, no, I really like this field note size notebook, and I like it that it can hold, you know, all of the stuff that I need for planning. Well, actually, let me tell you, I'm gonna keep track of my calendar in here, but in this one I'm going to keep track of all of the concerts and stuff and rehearsals that get canceled, so I can keep a running tally of all of the income that I didn't make due to this coronavirus, because I feel that would be something definitely needed for tax time next year, you know, when that rolls around. Maybe we should do our taxes, but they say they're giving us an extra 90 days, so hey, there's that. So that's what I'm going to use the monthly for. I haven't decided what I'm going to use the weekly for, but something that I'm going to do with this one is I'm going to do some research on, we've wanted to have a tiny house for a long time, or I have, and my parents have property in Ohio that has a barn converted into a house and a cabin, and you know, we can pretty much, with the well and the solar and the wind, can, other than the propane, we can pretty much be off grid. We can grow our own food there. There's 2 fridges, a deep freeze. It's not, that place isn't sounding half bad right about now. But I'm doing some research on a store not too far from there called Lehman's. It's in Ohio. It's in Wayne County. So it's like south of Cleveland, west of Canton, and north of Columbus. So that kind of, Columbus is here, Canton's here, Cleveland's here. Wayne County is around here. We would be over here in Upper Sandusky, so it's on your way to Canton on Ohio. Is it Ohio 30 or US 30? Well, it's 30. That goes basically across the whole state of Ohio. We would just drive from our country road up to that and be on our way. But they have devices. Everything in the store is a device for your house, for your garden, that does not require electric. And there's lots of interesting things that they have there that I want to just I want to research and see, because that kind of sounds nice right about now. And then I've just got notes in here. These shows you how long ago, about a recital that I did, and I might keep some more, like a repertoire, my repertoire list. Maybe edit that and add to it. Yeah. Anyways, and then I've got a little art journal in here, which I can do some doodles with. Anyways, so that's what I have for you today. Leave a comment down below. What would you like to see? All of my notebooks or all of the watercolors that I have? I know a lot of people don't come to me for art and that type of stuff, but I do have a lot of art supplies because, yes, like, which planner person doesn't? Anyways, I hope you are doing well. I hope you're safe, and I hope you have everything that you and your family needs right now. So I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.